Bluesboy Jag here, yet another requested 3-string cigar box guitar lesson. It's All Right Now by Free, 1973. This was a big hit when I was a kid. One of the very first songs I ever learned how to play on a 6-string guitar way back in the day. So this one is tuned to open G. That's an A string tuned down to G, and a D string tuned normal to D, and a G string tuned normal to G. So this is in the key of A. There's only a couple chords. It's not that difficult. So let's get right to it. We're going to be barring on that 2nd fret all the way across, 1st finger. And then we're going to strum it, and then we're going to kill it by lifting up my fingers so that we're not pressing down. You can see my 2nd, 3rd, and 4th finger kind of flopping. So that's how you kill that A chord. By the way, that's a typical 1-finger rock and roll A on a 6-string guitar too, except we are barring all the way across. On the 6-string, of course, you're not going to be barring all the way across. So if you do play a 6-string guitar and you play that 1-finger bar for the A chord, it's the exact same chord, but you're going to be across all 3 strings. Then we're going to jump to a 2-string D, which is the same fret. I'm using my 1st finger on the 1st string, 2nd fret for that one. So the 1st chord, we're playing all 3 strings. Now we're going to play a real short A, the same one we just did, but it's going to be short. Then we're going to go to D and back to A. So here's your A. Here's your quick A, D, back to A. Barring all the way across. That D is 1 finger on 1 string. It's the 1st finger on the 1st string, 2nd fret. And we're going to be playing the top 2 strings only. Do not play the big G. Just play the top 2 strings. I'm using my thumb and my other fingers to partially mute where necessary here, which is the exact same technique that you would use on a 6-string. So if you play 6-string guitar, a lot of this is going to be very, very similar. So I'm going to put a couple clicks in so you know where the beat is. Slower. Slower. Even slower. I'm putting the clicks in so you know where the beat is. That's where the drums are. So you don't have to do the clicks if you don't want to. Now, one thing you can do is transfer that click to your foot. So once you get the hang of it with your hand doing the clicks, just use your foot so no one can hear it. Okay, it doesn't do it that many times. That's just repeating that little riff there. The second part is a little bit more difficult. So we're going to be using the 1st finger on the 5th fret, 2nd string. And then 2 frets up, we're going to be using the 2nd finger on the 3rd string and the 3rd finger on the 1st string. So this is what it should sound like. And this is a D chord, just like we played down here. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to walk down the 1st finger on the 2nd string. Up close. Whoops. It's a bit of a stretch, not too bad. Notice I'm doing claw hammer with my fingers. I don't use a pick very often on the 3-string cigar box guitars. This is also a really cool lick to be playing fingerstyle because it sounds exactly like the record. It's a little tricky, maybe. So I'm using my thumb on the 3rd string, I'm using my 1st finger on the 2nd string, and my 2nd finger on the 1st string. real slow. I'm playing the top two strings, and then the thumb, and then the top two strings again. So here we have the riff from the top. So you have to walk down after you do that first part. I'm walking down the first finger, second string, from the 5th fret to the 4th. So the whole riff is. Again, from the top, A, D, A. So this is a D chord, and we're walking down that one note. From there to there. From the 5th fret to the 4th fret. By the way, we're halfway done with the whole song. Now, for the chorus. Real slow. I'm using my thumb and first two fingers. That's my thumb, and then the top two strings with my first two fingers. So, we're almost done with the entire song. We're going to start out back to the top. Does that several times, and then when it goes to the chorus, that's the part I showed you a minute ago. So it seems a little complicated, but it's really not. It's two parts played kind of in reverse order. That's that same chord we played up here. So. And that's the whole thing. That was your chorus part right there. And the solo is the same thing. Over and over, that little lick right there. So that's the rhythm to the guitar solo. And it ends right there on the B chord. Then it goes right back to the intro and goes through all that again, and that's the end of the song. So this is in the key of A. So if we want to play a solo on this one, this is A minor technically. So it's a blues in A. So we're going to be playing the pentatonic. Probably the best place to start would be right here on the 5th fret and 7th. So, how do we know that that's the right key and the right place to play, Jag? Well, this is the 5th fret. We're in the key of A. And that brings us up to the A bar chord right there. So, basically, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5. First string, second string, third string. And we can put the in-between notes in there, too. I call those stepping stone notes. They take you to notes that are in the scale. That's what makes it sound more bluesy. out my other lessons with a whole slew of different scales. Pentatonic in all different places on the fretboard. So that's the whole thing, folks. Have fun with that, and be sure and subscribe if you haven't already. Check out my website, jagshouse.com. Cigar box guitars just like this one for 20 years. Can you believe it? Oh, also check down the notes below. I've got information about what kind of amps I use and strings and all that stuff. A lot of people are asking questions about that. Also, let me know what songs you want me to make a lesson of, and I will do my best to figure it out. If I'm capable of playing it on a cigar box guitar, one way or the other, we'll figure it out. Again, thanks for watching. We'll see you later.